Welcome to the Ski and Sugar Show. I'm your boy Ski.
And I'm Sugar.
We got the tea. We got the tea. Sometimes it's going to be sweet. Sometimes it's going to be salty. It all depends what's in the tea. We discussing a array of topics here, stemming from sports to politics to entertainment and many, many more. But the main thing we do here is hot topics, baby. Now, as I do, and I'm going to do right now, I'm going to allow Sugar to tell you what's flaming today, baby, and have been flaming for over 24 hours. Talk to him, baby.
All right. Well, before we get to that, please follow us on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. And please hit that like button, share this video, and turn on your notification button so you won't miss.
And subscribe, baby. Subscribe
to this channel so we can get in the algorithm, so we could get out there and get out, let our content be shown, because we have some deep content on this channel. Having said that, everything here is in our opinion and also under the Fair Use Act. And we're going to get started with hot, drip. And I'm going to say right now, I'm going to be a little different today because I just feel like turning up. That's what I feel like doing. And the hot topic today is Diddy. Now, listen, if y'all been following our content previously, last year we made a video basically giving you guys information on the information that is being executed, that was executed yesterday. Now, we informed you the Southern District of New York, Federal, New York City, New York State. We already informed you of all that inside information that was dropped on our desk. And we put that information out there. And I know y'all probably thought we was crazy. But look, it came to fruition. But here we go. It got so deep. It's so much information that it went from the FBI to what? Homeland Security. Homeland Security. That's the top of the top. Why? Because this is deeper than deeper. Drip, drop. That's where you at in this shit right here.
Let's talk about it.
Now, Homeland Security gets involved when it's trafficking involved, rather it's money, people, products. It doesn't matter. That's when Homeland Security get involved, which we told you guys. That's why those lawyers was changed last year. Those lawyers were changed for a reason. It came on our desk. Our sources told us that information, and we try to give it to you guys early, even though sometimes you don't believe it, but sometimes sources just come through. It is what it is, and it came to fruition. And they passed it to Homeland Security. That's how deep this situation is. Now, let's get to yesterday. That shit was a fiasco. I want to start with this. How do a fucking coward leave his children behind and try to flee on a fucking jet alone and leave his kids to bear the burden of something that he brought them into? Who does that? Who does that? You understand what I'm saying? This is crazy. Your kids is left behind. Now my sources told me that. It just came across my desk last night. That Diddy got tipped that those agents were coming. Not far in advance, but he knew they were coming. But here's my point. So you knew they was coming, but you left your children, but you saved yourself. So this is the mindset of this dude we're dealing with. I don't like him. I just don't like him. And the stuff that's been done to I'm okay. I'm gonna stop right here because I can feel myself just getting. I'm on fire right now, so I'm gonna calm myself down, Ski. I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna have to throw it over to you right now because I feel like I'm about to burn this damn place up and incinerate us and shit.
Well, what's crazy, you know, he takes his entourage once he finds out. You know, he gotta take his freakiness with him. That's why he didn't follow. That's why he didn't follow Russell Simmons to Bali, whatever the hell. Because his whole thing is same thing he being accused of, trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
He's obsessed with all the things that Cassie mentioned in her lawsuit. He's obsessed with that. That's why his entourage was more important to take with him than his own kids. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because the drugs just make you just want to keep partying, keep doing the freak offs while you flying. You know what I'm saying?
Now, let me interject. I heard a couple of stories having you said that. I did also hear, I heard about the entourage being on the plane, one being Meek Mill, but I also heard about it wasn't the entourage. He was actually had his twins because they were on spring break. I'm gonna tell you my stories I heard that over the night. That's why I'm not going to even get into who was on that plane because it haven't been settled yet, right? So the twins was supposed to be on there because they on spring break and he was taking them on a trip. I also heard a story that Jay-Z plane was over in the Virgin Islands in the Caribbean somewhere when allegedly when this raid took place on Diddy's home, and all of a sudden Jay-Z started coming back to New York on that plane. Now, I'm not saying it's a connection because I also heard that the connection was supposed to be where Diddy landed. Okay. So those are my stories, and I'm going to throw it back at you, and then I'll come back to what I was getting ready to say.
Now, hold up. Okay. Now, outside of this entourage, you know, that was more important than his own kids. You know, they took all of everybody's cell phones. So I don't know if you've seen the picture of that nigga looking like a wounded animal outside the Miami airport.
Yeah,
that was some of the. I mean, he knows the world is crashing down on him.
He was in confusement. He was in confusement.
Absolutely.
Well, at that point, when you saw him there, they had grounded his plane.
Right. And questioned him.
Right.
You know, they just detained him. Let's clear up some things because it's so much arrest and people not understanding the meaning of detain.
Right.
Right now, they're gathering evidence. So they're investigating.
Absolutely.
You know, so everybody that y'all see in handcuffs time to time, like Justin and King, they was just detained. You know, now P. Diddy didn't get handcuffed, but they did detain him for questioning.
Right. And took his phone, right?
Confiscated his phone. They arrested two of his assistants, though. That's probably why he was pacing so much. Mm-hmm. Because you go hand in hand with your assistants.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, not knowing what's going on with them, you know, not having a phone to contact your kids, which why you want to contact them now?
You gotta buy a burner phone.
You know, I mean, it's a sort of thing like his mind is running rapid, and you also gotta understand all the drugs and alcohol he be on. So that dude is fried right now.
Right.
You know, and far as I don't know if you got this information, but did you hear about his chief of staff flipped on him?
Oh yeah. Oh
Oh,
yeah. Ethiopia.
not KK.
No, Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Ethiopia.
Who?
Yeah, that sure did.
Let
Yeah,
me
she flipped on him. Yeah. It's
let
gonna
me
be
give
more people flipping though.
let me give y'all this young lady credentials so y'all know the impact of her. She's I can't even pronounce her last name. Hatamarim. Her employment
Just call
history.
her Ethiopia. That's
Yeah,
her name.
Ethiopia. You know, let me give her much respect. Her employment history with UMG, Universal Music Publishing Group, started in 03, UMPG. By 2014, she was promoted to president of urban music, co-head of creative at UMPG. Around the same time, in February of 2014, she was given the title of president of Motown Records and executive vice president of Capitol Music Group. Do you see what she was touching? And I'm not done. But it basically shows she been in line with Diddy since 03.
Not only with Diddy, she's been in line with Clive Davis
All of
and
them, all of them, excuse me. All of them,
them.
you know what I'm saying? But who's the most braggadocious?
Why well, yeah, Diddy is. She ended up with him at the end.
Right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, in or around 2021, she became the chairwoman and CEO of Motown Records. At that time, Motown Records became a standalone label within UMG Recordings. UMG. She left Motown Records entire UMG organization in 2022 November. So basically,
but then what happened? What happened in January after she left them?
Well, I haven't seen what happened in January. Maybe you can enlighten them on what happened after she left.
Well, I don't know the two main positions, but she got two other positions in the music business, in Diddy's music business in January. I'm not going to say because I don't know.
We will come back with that. But
right.
You know, we got y'all up to speed so far.
Right. So that's how she became deep in bed with Diddy, because in January she was promoted twice in 1 month. Okay.
A couple of times she got promoted twice in the news I just shared.
Yeah, well, you do get promoted when you do what you're supposed to do, if you know what I mean. But anyway, we have a situation here. We have a situation of playing. I like this game, though. I love it. I don't like it. I love it because this is my type of game. And the game that they're playing right now, this is called chess, baby. Diddy played checkers. And I'm going to tell you how chess is played. They're playing chess because, yes, I detained you. Yes, I raided your home. No, I'm not going to arrest you. But yes, I'm going to arrest your assistants because, yes, your assistants know everything about you. Everything about you. Okay? And I'm going to arrest them to turn on you. So I don't need you right now. I need these sources right now. I got your phones. Now I got their phones. And I have them. And I have your two sons detained. Right? So no, they're not under arrest, but they're detained. And while they're detained, don't think they're not questioning them.
Absolutely.
Now, I don't know if those sons know the law not to answer any questions without a lawyer, but if they don't know the law and they in there talking, then hey, that's more information, that they're going to have. And then let's go back to the video that we made for the people when we talked about when we was talking about what's her name? Tiffany Red. I mean, not Tiffany Red. What's the other the young lady that was shot, was powed in the face at the nightclub, right? That we did the video on, but we already know she was compensated in civil court. I think her name was Natasha. I can't remember exactly, but she wasn't there. She didn't come forward last month or a month and a half ago to get any money. She came forward because she was going to be the person to testify in this Rodney, the Rod case. Okay, see, little Rod case brought a lot of stuff out. A lot of stuff out. And if Diddy was smart, he wouldn't have played chess. He would have just stayed on checkers. He just would have paid the man $50,000. That's all he wanted. He wanted $50,000 for the work he did. But he didn't want to pay this man. So that's why we are where we are right now. And so that's what narcissistic people do when they think they know everything and they think they're going to win at everything. And that's why he is where he is now. And they're playing chess with him. Yes, they have. Of course, they have evidence. If they had to have the evidence in order to go in front of the damn judge. And I'm hearing now in New York City also. So it was New York. So that's the Hamptons, LA, Miami. And let me tell you guys, Miami is on Star Island. And it's not just one. He has 2 houses on Star Island. They just count them as one because it's only one of him. He has 2 of them there. And all of them was executed at the same time. So what I'm saying is this was already mapped out. Homeland Security, the feds do not move unless they have probable cause. They have a lot of evidence. They're not going to have just a little probable, you got a phone call. No, it don't work like that. They got a lot of evidence. And they had to go in front of the judge in 3 different jurisdictions and prove to the judge that they have enough evidence in order to get a warrant to execute on this high-profile person's home. You can't just go. Nobody can't just go in you and I home. So imagine a high-profile person. You have to have an astronomical amount of evidence in front of that judge to say, hey, judge, this is what we have. And we believe what we're looking for is in this home, that home, that home, because this is why we think this. And then they got to show the judge why they feel like that evidence is in that home. And then the judge grants them that warrant for that home. That's how that go, people, in case you don't know the law. And everybody don't. And I'm not suggesting everybody do, but that's just how it go. So, yeah, a lot of stuff is going on. They playing chess with him. They dealing with him on a psychological basis. This is a psychological thing that's going on with him. That's how they're dealing with him. They playing chess with him. I know this because I'm a psychological person. That's how I like to deal with people and things. So they're dealing with him psychologically. Okay, I'm not going to come directly at you, even though I know it's directly you. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go around you and deal with the people, and I'm going to extract information from the people that know you first before I come for you. You know, that's just how the psychological mind works. Meanwhile, psychologically in his mind, he's confusement. He don't know what the hell's going on. He don't know what step to make, because that's how they made him. They want him like that, in a circle. I don't know what to do. What the hell is going on? They got my phone. They arrested my assistants. Wait, they detained my children. Wait, they raided my 3 homes. You know, wait, they got all this information, tapes. I don't know what they got. Why did they have them damn ladders going on that house? I want to ask you that, Ski.
Because that's a specified spot. One of the flippers, that's what I'm going to call them, flippers. One of the flippers gave them, a designated spot. Now, going back to what you was just saying, far as Diddy and changing lawyers and things of that nature, it's a sort of thing like within the last few weeks to him changing, hiring Sean Holly and Bobby Sternum. You know what I'm saying? That's because he knew, because you in any criminal case, you know what I'm saying? You gotta turn over what's called discovery, and then discovery, it pretty much sets you up to know what you got to defend, because you can't charge me or you can be investigating me and never tell me shit. You know what I'm saying? But in these people lawsuits, he's able to see what they're coming at him for. You know what I'm saying? And then he know things that he can corroborate that they know also, that he didn't think they would come out and speak on. So he know how to defend also. So far as him hiring good what's that lady named Maxwell? The lawyer.
No, not Maxwell. She defended.
I'm saying
defended Maxwell. I
I'm
have
saying.
it in my notes. We brought it up in our other. I don't have her name right now, but we brought it up in the previous. I brought it up in the previous video. Her name. She defended Maxwell, but that's another lawyer. That the guy lawyer you mentioned, he came on board after the two ladies, Holly and the one lady was there, the one that defended Maxwell. They were there first, and then Bobby, he came on second out of New York, the firm out of New York. I mean, third out of the firm out of New York. But even having said that, what he don't, you could, first of all, you don't have any discovery because they haven't given you any discovery yet. Okay, they just got the stuff. They probably, that house is massive. When I'm hearing the one in. Which one is 11,000 damn square feet? The LA home. That's more than, I don't know how long they're going to be there to get that information. They got to look at nooks and crannies. They're looking for hard drives. They're looking for, what you call, not the hard drive. What you call it? The,
thumbnails?
Not the thumbnails. Not call it thumbnails. But you know what I'm talking about. They looking for that. They looking for those little things. So it's so little that you got to look everywhere, nooks and crevices. I'm going to go back to those ladders because I'm confused about them damn ladders, because I'm trying to figure out, why wouldn't you be able to get into this room or whatever room it is through the inside of this damn house? Why you got ladders up on the side of this damn house? Not one, but two damn ladders. Why wouldn't you be able to access whatever space you're going to is connected to the house? So is it that it's barricaded that you can't get in there? I'm just trying. I'm in confusement about the ladders. When you got a whole house, you could just go up the steps and go into that room in that house to see what's in that house. So is it barricaded? Why they can't get in the regular way like normal people? Why we going in like we damn Batman or we damn superhero? I'm not understanding that part. So I'm curious about that.
I didn't even give that thought. You know what I'm saying? But you
I'm just curious. Like normal people that have a side of the house on the left side, they just go on the fucking left side. They go up the steps, and yes, 11,000. It's gonna take you a minute, but you're gonna eventually get to that mother. When you get there, you just enter that fucking part of the house. So I'm thinking, what is going on over there? Is it blocked off? Is it? And now, wait a minute. We also know they at that part of the house because they've been given specific information.
Absolutely.
They go to that spot. That's why they came equipped with the ladders, because they was given specific information.
Absolutely.
So it's telling me that this damn house, this damn room is barcade. I don't know what the hell is. They got a metal, I don't know, bombshell door on it. I don't know. It's just weird that you would bring along two ladders and put them up to a window with a home that you actually got access to the door of, that you could actually go to the room in the home, but you prefer to climb up a ladder.
Well, they ain't have access like you seen with that crowbar. They had to let themselves in.
No, once they got in, they had access. When they got to them ladders, they were already on the property. The crowbar got them into the property. So once you got into the property, the first thing they did was search the G-Wagon. I don't know why they was on that G-Wagon, but they was on it. Then they make sure nobody was in the cars. Then they entered the house. What I'm saying, by the time you get ladders on a building, they already searched the house to clear it to make sure you're safe to put the ladders on the house. My point is, why did you choose to bring? You already knew to bring ladders. So why would someone bring ladders with them? So they brought these ladders with them because they were informed, they were given some inside information from someone that something is in that part of that house. Now I go back to, okay, it's something in that side of the house. Why not go through the house to go look for it? Why you have to put the ladders on the house to go see it? That's my point. So is this room like got a door that you can't get into to get in there, where a crowbar wouldn't open it like it opened that gate? It got to be a reason. Someone gave them some info. And here's another thing. A lot of times, the feds and Homeland Security guys do not deal with old information. A lot of times they just don't. So a lot of times this information, follow me here, is actually given recent. Like a recent.
If we think about it, a lot of people think this case been going on for so long, but this case really, the whole investigation of Diddy at its highest really just been like the past 6 months. It just seemed like a lot because of how much it's been talked about. But it hasn't been long. This has been a short investigation that they pushed on. And if a lot of listeners aren't paying attention, the same way the case started being built on Epstein, think about it. It started with civil suits. And then it turned into a RICO. Remember that. This is the same line, just different color skin.
Different characters. My opinion is this case been going on longer than 6 months. I believe they've been building a case on him. I believe that prior to Cassie coming forward in November, that she was already talking to the feds. I truly believe that this was going on way before that. The feds don't move on no case in 6 months. They just don't. That's just not how they work. They want to make sure they dot their I's and cross their T's. They want to make sure they get everything they need to get before they even make a move. And the fact that Homeland Security took it over from the feds is even deeper than that. So I think that, yes, they were getting information. It was coming in, but they was sitting on it because they needed more. Now, as the cases, once Cassie came out with her case and the other victims came forward with their case with the Jane Doe, they already knew if Jane Doe was telling the truth, that's trafficking off top, okay? Because we already know she was already in Illinois, Chicago, over there. So that would be trafficking at 17. And multiple other people, the sex traffickers, the people, the F-offs that were coming in and things of that nature, underage. So I think they just need to get the evidence, and that's what they do. They sit on stuff and they just keep collecting and collecting and collecting and collecting. But once this, like I said, Cassie thing made it start moving more, because she was already talking to them before November. I'm almost sure that. And my gut tells me that.
I can accept that. I can accept that.
So they was already building that, but they needed more evidence. So once Cassie came forward, and then oh wait, other victims started coming forward because they didn't know that was going to happen, but they did. They started coming forward, and then when little Rod case came down, and
all the
we came
specifics,
out and did that
all the
content.
specifics he had in his.
Right,
Woo!
and we did the content, and I said, "Yo, he got a lot of people in his case." And a lot of people was in that case because, listen, why you just didn't pay this goddamn man 50 damn thing? You're an itty fucking it. You're an itty fucking it. That's what you are. $50,000, all the money you got, you risk 50. You instead of paying $50,000, look at the shit you got yourself in. This man came forward with a lawsuit that's gonna drag not only you, because they not done. If anybody on YouTube know and they look at Slum Bella, I look at her, I follow her, and she is on point. Okay. I've been following her for about 2 years. And yeah, she's like a psychic. She's like a spiritual psychic, right? But she's on point. Guess what she said? You could go back to her video. She said that Diddy would get something would happen to him by Easter. The end of March, April. And where we at right now, people? Easter is Sunday. Easter is Sunday. She predicted that just like she predicted everything that went down in November. She predicted that too. She did. And so I'm saying too, it's a lot of stuff going on here. And she also predicted 3 other people are going down with him. It's 3 other people. I don't know who the 3 people are, but she predicted 3 other people will be going down with him because this thing is so big.
Absolutely. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yes. Yes. And they're using him right now. His mentors, allegedly, are using him right now as a downfall for themselves. And what they did to him, he did to other people, which don't excuse it. But his mentors are all also using him right now to cover up their downfall. So he's going to take the downfall for allegedly his mentor's downfall. How many that may be, which we already know is 1, but we know as many involved. This thing is big. These are some crazy, freaky weirdos. Yeah, weirdos.
Let me also bring to our audience attention that a lot of people ain't talking about. I don't think I heard anybody talk about. But a lot of people got to remember, like she did say about Homeland and the feds and things of that nature, let's not forget the whole Biggie, Kim Porter, you know what I'm saying? They hoping to stumble across evidence pertaining to those crimes from back then. You know, because they know narcissists, they like to keep trophies. They like to keep trophies. They like to revisit it. You know what I'm saying? Even though he knew, Puff knew that a raid was imminent. He knew this. You think he got rid of all his material? For one, that's his power. This is my power over you. You know what I'm saying? I can't relinquish this. I can try to hide it. You know what I'm saying? Because his whole scheme is to be the all-powerful. You know what I mean? So, with that, what you got to speak on with that? Put it this way: Do you think the searches is going to garner any serious evidence on them?
Yes, I do. I do, because narcissists think that they always winning. They think that they didn't do anything wrong and they're always right. So yes, I do think he have evidence in his home, rather it's in a safe, rather it's wherever, little creaks and cracks. Like I said, they had to be there. They're gonna have to be there a long time, because this is 11,000. One of the houses is 11,000 square feet. That's a lot of home. And so it's a lot of cabinets, drawers. It's a lot to look through for little things, just for the little things you're looking for, or the tapes, or they got you got cameras. And I heard someone mentioned something about a camera being on top where they was trying to get got that ladder, but that didn't even make sense, because what the hell you going up there to get the camera for when you could just look at the tape on it for the fucking camera? Because I got cameras, you ain't got to go get no damn camera. All you got to do is look at the damn tape. So that didn't even make no sense. Whoever came up when I looked at that, particular person, content, it didn't make sense what they said. But going back to what you were saying about this Tupac and all this, Keefe D already gave up information. He gave up the information that we spoke about this in the previous content. When we spoke on Diddy in another video, Keefe D already I didn't say that he gave up the information. I'm saying that now. What I'm saying is Keefe D was in contact with the man Zip from New York, who Diddy gave the pow to for this, the pow that took place with Pop. You understand what I'm saying? We already went over that. So this is another information that was brought to you earlier on. We gave that to you. Came across our desk. We gave you that information. Sources are good. And Keefe D already spoke to these people. Keefe D already gave them cops the information. Whatever they needed on Diddy, he already gave them that information. Trust that. So whatever he gave them, they were sitting on that too. They sitting on a lot. But again, remember, we're dealing with a high profile person.
This is what I was coming to right here. This is what I was coming to. Now, you can have the Cassies of the world. You can have the little Rods of the world. You know what I'm saying? You can have the Keefe Ds of the world. You know what makes this case so much more stronger? When Ethiopia turned, that made the whole case a whole nother level. Because now this is a higher up. You understand? That has firsthand knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That was, how can I say, damn near participant in it. You was around it all these years. You know what I'm saying? So that makes this case so much more, you know what I'm saying, like heavy for Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Let's say if the weight was like 40 pounds on him, right now with her, it's like 70. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you, more, if later today, we haven't been told that one of them assistants have flipped, I would be surprised. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the weight is not on Ethiopia, because Ethiopia gave an affidavit. Okay, let's start right here. Yesterday, when this raid went down, huh?
I ain't say no raid. No weight was on her.
I thought you said if Diddy had that weight, she got that more weight than him.
No.
Anyway,
what I've said was the weight has got heavier on Diddy since she stepped up and filed that affidavit, signed that affidavit. That's what I'm saying.
She got filed the affidavit.
She's the inside source.
Right. She's no longer in the lawsuit. She's out the lawsuit because she filed the affidavit and basically saying that she will testify against P. Diddy. That's what's going on with Ethiopia. So, yeah, she is at the top. She's not going to be the only one that's going to turn on him. His kids will turn on him. When they find out, I guess, but when they listen, it was a flight itinerary yesterday that I was tracking on Diddy. I don't know if you guys know the celebrities have a flight tracker and that you could track. Okay. Now you can appeal it to get it taken off, which Diddy had appealed it, like a lot of people, stars do appeal it, so you won't be able to track them. What happened was the tracker went back on Diddy a couple of days ago because they were already planning this raid that's going on right now. So because the tracker went back on him, we were able to see what the hell is going on. We was able to see what was going on with him, his movement. Now I'm not going to go through all the things because like I said, the story is still unfolding, and I don't want to give out information that could change tomorrow. And I'm not into the information that could change tomorrow. I like to talk about the information I know that's not going to change tomorrow. Okay, so that's what I'll be talking about. And I don't know if that made the flight, the flight plan may change or not, because at one time he was in Antigua, then at the end he ended up in Miami. So that could always change. So that's why I said while a case is developing, I like to come and give, the facts that I know that I don't think that may change, but the stuff that may change, I'm not going to speak on it until it develops.
Right.
And that's just how that is. But yeah, I think he's a coward. I've been knowing he was a coward. That's why he's sassy. Ain't nothing wrong being sassy and stuff, but you ain't got to be sassy and a coward. Who leaves they damn kids and go? Who does that? Like, that just tell you he don't give a damn about nobody. Only thing, he's very selfish and he's narcissistic. He only think about himself. He left all his kids. Now, again, I'm not going to get into itinerary, who was on the plane, who was not on the plane, because I'm hearing different stories of that. So until that is resolved, I'm not going to speak on who was really on there, because that I don't know for a fact. So I don't like to say things I don't know as a fact, so I don't know that. I'll come back with who was actually on the plane, because I don't really know at this point. I got 3 different stories of who was on that plane. Just like the itinerary, where the plane was, where it was landing, trying to get gas. It's just too many stories. When they get all mushed up and confused like that, I like to just wait until it come out, to get the, the baseline of it. But
and we would also like to clarify, you know what I'm saying, that here on the Ski and Sugar Show, we have no qualms with the LBGQ. What's that?
LGBTQIA plus community. We have we don't have no problems with nobody. Okay, listen, right. I believe in everybody. Shit, I like everybody to be. I'm a people person. Anybody that know me know I'm a people person. I don't care what you do, who you are. I don't care. As long as you treat me right, we treat each other right, we good. But what I don't like is people that be in the closet and don't want to say who they are and be hiding it, because it affects other fucking people. That's what it does. And I don't care who don't like it, it does. When you a goddamn man and you're pretending to be a man, but you're sleeping with other fucking men, but you're with women, you're bringing that shit back to women when you can just tell them who you are. I mean, this day and time, these freaky ass girls out here anyway, they'll sleep with you whether you gay or not. So it don't really matter. It's just being honest. Be honest about who you are. Stand in your truth. I don't care who you are. We are all loved the same, right? We're all God's children the same. I'm not here to dictate. I'm not God. I answer to God, but I'm not God. He made us all his children. All I can say, I love everybody, but don't be a fucking liar. Just don't be a liar. That's the problem. I'm getting mad again. That's the part I have a problem with.
Let me tell you. Now, where I was going with this is, we don't knock Diddy for what he do. If he want to sit here and sleep with consensual men, that is his business. That's his and that person's business. But when you're intimidating, straight people, or even people that's in that community that you may come at, that just don't want to get down with you, but you want to, boast what you can have done to them. You want to have your security put pressure on them. That's where, the problem comes with us. You know what I'm saying? Not you gay and you want to sleep with men. That's your business. You know what I'm saying? As she said. But when you exuding your power to take something from people, their innocence or whatever, something they're not, giving to you, that's when there's a problem. And that's what all this is about. This is about, as of yesterday, I think that was part of a revamped lawsuit by Little Rod, I believe. I seen it was early this morning. I'm sorry, where they barely
He amended his lawsuit yesterday from 70 something pages to like 90 something pages.
Okay, and you know what's different in it? It's specifically, I gotta read this. It specifically says how, where is that? Okay, I gotta go off the head because I ain't got time to just be looking at this. That Justin was officially alleged to have been going out, getting underage girls, soliciting prostitutes, and partaking in that fault.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's been officially added.
I heard that.
And you see how Cassie and her lawyer, they threw they little smart comments in. They basically said they support law enforcement, when it seeks to prosecute.
The lawyer gave the comment, yeah.
And they specifying, they hope Diddy get what's coming to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I hope so too. And I hope so too, because it go back to a lot of people. I don't know the damage. I don't think people understand the damage that this does to people individually, and then when they have children, that damage is passed on to their children because they're already damaged and they're still working on themselves. So this is yeah. I hope he gets I hope all these clowns in the fucking circus get what's coming to them, because there's a lot of clowns in this circus, and it's way higher than Diddy, and it's at the same level as Diddy, and it's a little lower level than Diddy. It's a whole bunch of people involved in this shit. Runs deep. It runs from the rappers to the entertainment to the actors to the politicians. We already know all this shit is in cahoots with each other.
To the sports, all that.
All that shit.
Athletes, all that.
It's just disgusting what has been going on. People, we're talking about like 30 years of bullshit. This is 30 years of BS. Honest to God, it got to be 30 or even more. I'm thinking, wait a minute. I don't want to put my age. I'm just going to say 30 years. I want to say 30 years. See what I'm saying? You almost got me, but you ain't going to get me. Okay. Yeah, you almost got me, but I had to think. No, I want to say about this is crazy. This been going on. Let me give you a message from Mary. Mary, girl, you know I love you like a sister. Everybody that walked in my life know you like my sister.
I was about to give my last note.
Everybody that know me know I love you to death. I got everything you ever sung, girl. But girl, please tell me, and I'm hoping to God that you're not involved with this shit with him. If anything, I'm hoping and I'm thinking more than anything, at one time you was a victim. I know you was a victim,
I know
in
so
my
too.
opinion, of his at one time. But and when you come out and make a statement and you say, that was no. She said straight up, don't put me in that shit. Don't put me in that shit. That's not who I am today. You know what I'm saying? Now, back in the day, Mary, when I partied, that was the party Mary, but that's not who I ain't got nothing to do with what's going on, right? I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Which I hope that's true. And they can't drag you into this, sis, because I love you. I swear, I don't even know you, but I love you. Everybody know I love you. And I just hope you ain't nothing, to have anything to do with anything to hurt people. I believe you've been hurt. I believe you are a victim, like many others, because you came into the game young in New York, and you know how that went. I know your background, I know the whole thing. But yeah. So I'm hoping that don't come to fruition. But she did speak out and say she don't have nothing to do with it. She'll have nothing, back in the day she was young. Yeah, she partied or whatever. But this new stuff that's going on, she don't know nothing about it. But they keep trying to bring her into it. I see people keep trying to bring her in it. I'm still trying to figure out, people, why the hell Usher got married for the third time and decided to stop in Bali to see Russell Simmons on his honeymoon. Now, come on, people. So how you get married to a woman now? Now listen, I want y'all to follow me for a minute, because when you marry a woman, like, I'm thinking, whoa. It's honeymoon time, right? Oh my God. We dogging it out. Like, we ain't even coming up for air at this point. Oh, my honeymoon, it was like that. So I'm just saying, these people are young. How did you decide to get a trip and go see the SA guy over in Bali? When you get to Bali, SA guy, he got a bed of roses laid out for you when you get there. So he was expecting his woman, or he was expecting Usher? I'm just trying to understand what's going on here. A man had a bed of flowers, roses, not flowers, roses. Oh, Usher, thank you for coming. Thank you for being here, my Usher. Thank you for stepping away from your wife. You know I needed you. It means the world to me. That's why I have these roses for you. I'm just saying, I don't know what the hell is this. Shit is getting confusement by every second, every day, every guy. I don't know what the hell is going on here. How the man? Now wait a minute, Ski, you're a man. Now, listen, I know you ain't married, but I'm just going to ask you this question. If you got married to the woman of your dreams, you got that feeling, because when you get married, you got that thing going on. You like, yo, this is my boo. This is my everything. This is my soul.
It's that time.
It's that time. It's us two. We rocking together. It's just us. Do you stop to take a trip and go see another man?
You don't stop nowhere.
Then when you get there, you got a picture. Wait, why in the picture you got your shirt off? Why your shirt off? Why he got the bed of roses? I'm just trying to understand what the hell is going on. This is the weirdo shit I'm talking about that be going on. This is weird shit, people. Now let's go back to connecting in that Little Rod lawsuit. Who was in that Little Rod lawsuit? The person that did the Super Bowl, and the person that had the commitment in Las Vegas. We all know was Usher. Then we turn. Now, having said that, and he know that's out there, what made him make the trip to Bali to the SA guy that we all thinking that's down with the stuff anyway? This is crazy. This is crazy. Diddy, why you didn't go with your friend Russell Simmons? Diddy, why you ain't go over there to Bali when you left on that jet? Diddy, you trying to tell me Russell Simmons didn't invite you over, but he invited Usher? Diddy, talk to me. Diddy, I'm waiting for your call. Diddy, my phone is open. Call me. Call me. I want to know why you didn't go over to Bali with Russell. Because Russell, I know why you didn't go over there. Russell's boring. You ain't want to go over there with him. He's only one person. You know you need all them people. Allegedly, all those F-offs that be going off. It's just a lot of fucking people. But Russell, he's only one. He's the only one. And Diddy, you would have got bored with him. You would have got bored. You like, fuck that. I'm not going there. Hell no. This is some bullshit. I'm staying over here. This is where it's happening. I got all my people on speed dial. Everybody knows their numbers. Yeah.
Hey, yo. Last thing I got to speak on before we get out of here. What you think about Kim unfollowing Diddy 24 hours before that raid, knowing Kris Jenner got all sorts of connections in law enforcement, in the courts, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you think about that before we go?
I think it was they already knew it was coming. Like I said, when you have inside information, yeah, Kris Jenner is in LA. Yeah, she's down with the LAPD and have a couple of judges and prosecutors allegedly in her pocket. But one thing you can't mess with as FBI and Homeland Security, boo. You can't get them in your pocket, and that's part of the problem. And so when you can't get them in your pocket, you can't stop anything. Yeah, LAPD, you can stop that because that's just local. When we're talking the feds. You don't have no control over no feds. And so Kim unfollowed him because she knew what was coming down the pipeline. This is inside shit, people. This is not no shit that they just finding out when we find it out. Some of these people know it ahead of time because just like Steve said, Kris Jenner allegedly have inside information with the LAPD and some judges and prosecutors and lawyers, some of them in her pocket allegedly. But you can't stop a ball from rolling that's already going down a hill that you have no control over. And so Kim, she unfollowed him because she knew what was coming down and she didn't want to be associated with him in her brand. Didn't want to be associated with him, even though she was just with him clowning Kanye. Him and Diddy was clowning Kanye, trolling him. All like for the longest, they've been trolling him, and then all of a sudden she just unfollowed him. So she already knew what was coming down. She didn't want it associated with her brand, and that's how that go. People walk away from you. When you get in these situations, they're going to smile in your face. But, when it come down to their brand, they're going to save themselves. And that's how that go.
So now, at this point, I'm just going to say subscribe to our channel. And I'm going to let Sugar take us out. And we coming back sooner than later. Trust that. Because we got to bring y'all that good news.
No doubt. We're going to come back sooner than later because we always got this drip, drop bullshit that just keep happening with damn Diddy. It's like a evolution, right? It just keep evolving. it keep going and going and going and going. And I think more stuff is still going to come out. Unfortunately, I just don't think it's done. I think more people are going to go down in this situation, unfortunately. Well, I'm not even going to say unfortunately. I mean, if they need to go down, they need to go down. They shouldn't have did the deed they did if they did it. And I just think 2024 is going to be the year of exposure. Just like Kat said, and I'm here for it. I'm here for every minute, every second, every hour, every week, every goddamn month, and through the year. It's going to be exposure, and they're going to keep being exposed. That's what I see. And you know, as we said, there's somebody else coming behind him. So we'll stay tuned for that. But we'll be back with more Diddy because it's always a drip drip.
Absolutely. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, and like our page. And until next time, I'm Ski.
And I'm Sugar.
Next
Peace
time.
out.